welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to show you how to fill in your brows and make them look bold and beautiful. If you want to learn how to fill in your brows and make them really stand out, keep on watching. Hey guys. Okay, so this is what my brows look like with nothing on. And the first thing I like to do is brush them out. And you just can use any spoolie or brow wand, nothing fancy. And if I notice I have long hairs, which I typically do, I will have a pair of scissors handy and trim them a bit. Oh, and by the way, I get my brows threaded every 2 weeks. I got these done last week and they're still good, but you can see that my hairs are a little long, so I just brush them up and then trim the ends. Like, whoa. And I don't recommend doing this unless you know what you're doing, because you might like cut your brows off. But I have so much hair. Okay, so that side is done. This is my left side and it's much harder. Cutting with my left hand. And then just wipe off the extra hairs. Sometimes I just take a brush and brush it off. So now you have beautifully shaped brows. And I would say my brows are naturally on the thick side, but there are some areas with, you know, sparse hairs, so that's what we're gonna fill them in. And a good way to check to make sure that your arch is where you want it to be and it starts and ends in the right place is take your spoolie and then you want to line it up on the side of your nostril and line it up. So that's where your brow should start. And then you point it at a diagonal, let it cross over the middle part of your eye, and that's where the arch should be. And then you will keep it, and then where your eye ends, that's where your brow should end, right there. So when you're starting off, as you're mapping out your brow, you can use a brow pencil or eyeliner and just dot those points so you know where you need to pluck if you're needing to tame your brows before you get started. As I get mine done, I don't really have to do much else than just trim them. So my two favorite brands for brows are the Anastasia and Benefit Cosmetics. And today I will be using all Benefit Cosmetics for today's tutorial. When it comes to color for your brows, there's, I would say, maybe 3 different types of products you can use. You can use a brow pencil, which is going to give you a more precise line to your brow. You can use a brow powder. That is great if you already have a good shape and you just need to fill in, you know, areas that don't have a lot of hair in it. Kind of like how I have. And there's also what's called like a brow pomade or brow wax. And I personally think that's the best of both worlds. It gives you that color, it fills in your brows, and it makes them bold. The color is much more deeper than a powder, and it lasts all day. So that's what I'm going to be using today, and it's by Benefit. It's called Ka-Brow. They call it a cream gel. So cream gel or pomade, those are, you know, kind of the same. And mine is in shade number 5. So it's pretty, it's like a deep brown. This is what it looks like. If you're into big bold brows, this is what you want to use. The great thing about this product is it comes with its own little eyebrow pencil. You can also purchase your own if you prefer a longer handle. They sell cheap ones at Target by e.l.f. or Sonia Kashuk, and then of course you can get, you know, anyone from Sephora or MAC. So I like to brush my brows out first, make sure it's in the shape I want it to be, and then just dip that brow brush in the product. And the technique you want to use is as if you're applying baby hairs to your brows. So you don't just want to like draw a line, it's going to look very harsh and unnatural. So I start near my arch and I do quick lines and I just create the arch or fill in the arch as I go. So you can already see that how intense that color is, which I love. If you don't want something this intense, then I highly recommend using a brow pencil. Benefit makes great brow pencils with a very fine tip. The Anastasia brand has the best eyebrow pencils. The Brow Wiz is what it's called. And then I start going back in the top area. You see I'm doing quick strokes. I try not to overfill them because they can get crazy. And this is where I have the least amount of hair, so I always apply more. And then this is why I love the tiny brush. It fits the same size of my brow width, and so I can just kind of press it into vertically and create that shape. Okay, so that's brow number 1, and then I go back in with the spoolie and I brush one more time. I take a brow gel. It can be clear or tinted. This one's clear, and it's also by Benefit, and it is their Ready Set Brow Gel. I use this in my Get Ready With Me, my first video, and I love this stuff. So you just want to run the wand through your hairs, and just to show you what it looks like, it's a mini comb basically. And so this is going to keep your hairs in place, especially if you have long hairs like I do. And then I'm going to move on to the next brow. And since you've already seen me do it on one side, I'm going to speed through this side. Okay, so now that both brows are filled in, the last thing I like to do is highlight under the brow bone, and I'm using Benefit's Highbrow Pencil. This product is great to really clean the brow up and really pop the brow bone area under your brow. This is also great if you're in between getting your brows done and you got a little hairs peeking through. It does a great job at deflecting them and just making your brows look amazing. And it's really easy to apply. You just swipe the color under and then you take a finger and just blend it out. And they recently updated the formula, so it's a creamy texture and it blends in real easy. So you can see like how it just, you know, really cleaned up that brow, makes your whole eye look just that much better. I hope this tutorial helped you out and gave you some tips for filling in your brows. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. Bye guys!